I'm Todd Sanders, and I'm an Austin, Texas-based neon artist. Some of my earliest memories as a child are of neon. The photographer Dan Winters and I have collaborated on several projects in the past. I got a call from Dan about making a unique piece of neon art for the cover of the new Kings of Leon album, Mechanical Bull. The concept was to create a unique piece of neon art that would serve as the typography for the record cover. Dan and the art director Brett Kilrow and I collaborated on the design of the sign. Once everybody was happy with it, we put it into production. My process is, first, I don't do any computer graphics. Everything is made by hand. It's sketched by hand. It's then turned into a large pattern. Once the pattern's made and the metal portion of the sign is fabricated, I use a pouncing wand to carefully trace the pattern. It burns tiny little holes in the paper, and I can then pounce chalk onto the paper, and the image transfers onto the sign surface. I can then start to paint the design onto the metal. I try to convey through the type style the nature of the word. Mechanical is such a flowing word, and then bull is like a strong masculine word. I actually created a type style that I'd never used before. Once the paint dries, the sign can go for neon fitting. Neon as signage or art is over 100 years old. Neon is this rare gas, a noble gas that exists in the atmosphere. It's collected, and when it's put into a glass tube and an electrical charge is applied, it glows. Like the aurora borealis is basically neon lighting up in the air. It's just a natural thing to be drawn to. The glass tubes are bent with torches and heat. The bender actually plugs one end of a straight neon stick with a cork. The other end of the neon stick, he has a plug that goes in it with a surgical tubing that goes into his mouth, and as the stick heats up, when he bends it, it kinks like a metal pipe would kink when he bends it. So then he blows in it and it rounds it back out. I really enjoy collaborating with other artists, and in the case of Kings of Leon and Dan and Brett, this is something I really got excited about. Once the glass tubes have been blown, they're fitted to the sign with the electrical fixtures, and it's just about ready to go. It was kind of a surreal experience the day of the shoot. We drove out to the photo shoot location and carried it out into this beautiful field, set it up, and then throughout the entire photo shoot, I was crouched behind the sign adjusting the bright levels on the neon and the light bulbs. So it was kind of funny just sitting out behind the sign, and then this amazing sunset formed behind us as we were photographing, and I just, for the most part, I just kind of turned around and watched the sunset. The process was really fun to experience. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out.